What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we back again for another What It Is video. So listen. I hope you guys have had a good week. You know, I've had a good week so far. I'm not complaining about anything. I got my freaking money back. And let me tell y'all something. Speaking of that, because if y'all don't know, I had brought a couch. This ain't it that I'm sitting on, but it was something else. You know, and I kind of was looking forward to it or whatever because, you know, it was a plush looking couch and a little sectional and all that stuff. And I could just imagine myself just curled up when it's a little cool up in here or watching TV and all that stuff underneath a little blanket and everything. Granted, I could do all of that on this now, okay? Because that's exactly what I've been doing. But at the same time, you know, when you put your heart and have your heart set on something, you expect that to be delivered. Girl, I had to go through all of that to get my money back. And then why does the company that was supposed to deliver it, that road runner company, why did they call me today? Okay, talk about something. We're going to set up our appointment. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. Why are you still calling me to set up an appointment to deliver an item that I literally just got my refund on? So that goes to show and to tell me that the company that I ordered the stuff from, they're not communicating with the company that's supposed to be delivering. Like, they doing some funny stuff. At this point, it ain't got nothing to do with me because I got my money back and I'm done with that. Moving on from that. All right. Now, prior to me punching play and record on this video, they was coming down the street and I was trying to get them a chance. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I punched record, they said, let's make some noise. Yee! And I said, oh, you know, so hey, we're just going to have to deal with it. But anyway, like I said, I hope everybody's been doing well. All right, go walk the dog. But anyway, let me shut up before my neighbors hear me talking about them. I ain't trying to get into no neighbor dispute. I was up here looking at Neighborhood Wars last night. It's this show. I think it comes on the Vice channel or probably something else. And speaking of the Vice channel, y'all know the Vice channel about to get, they practically about to shut down. Okay, that was one of my stories, and I'm so, you know, glad that it came up. I watched the Vice channel for a lot of stuff. The Vice channel, I think it had like some cooking stuff around the world. It had like, you know, hate thy neighbor on there, you know, different reasons why people hate, you know, certain type of people that comes into their neighborhood or certain different groups of people, whatever. You know, it's just an introspective type of thing. Michael K. William had a series on there as well. Before he passed away, it was like a couple of seasons in, and of course it couldn't continue because he's no longer here. That was really good. They used to go to different hoods in the world. That's what they call it, hoods in the world, you know, and talk about their music scene, their, you know, the gang scene, all that. Vice channel was good, okay? Vice channel was good. It had some good programming on there. And I don't know what they're about to do with the whole thing now because they said that company, that channel used to be worth $5 billion, and now they're about to file bankruptcy. I said, what? And then they said earlier this year they had laid off a whole bunch of people. I said, child, I'm a person that know about being laid off. That ain't no good feeling, so more power to y'all. But anyway, let's get into it for real, girl. First thing let's talk about, because people still talking about it and Beyonce popped up. Now, let me just say this. Shout out to Miss Girl, I wish I remember your name, Miss Rena. I hope I'm saying it right. Shout out to you, boo. You know exactly. When you hear this and when you see this, mama, you leave a comment and say, yeah, girl, that's me. Okay, because she took my little rant. She took my little rant on Beyonce and put it on TikTok. And I was wondering why I was, now mind you, I got a little following on TikTok, but baby, I haven't posted a video on TikTok and I really don't be posting nothing. I haven't posted a video on TikTok in like a couple of months or so. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. And I'm just wondering, how come I'm getting all these notifications? Why do I get all these notifications, girl? Because Miss Girl had posted that clip on TikTok, tagged me in it, and they was going off, and I was like, oh shit, it's doing numbers and everything. It was cute. I had to put it on my Instagram or whatever. So shout out to you. You know, you had some people coming my way. I hope you had some people coming your way. We was helping each other out and everything. You know, and speaking of Miss Bitch, oh, I'm sorry. I ain't even have to say that because she didn't even annoy me this time. So, let me take that back. Parkwood, I apologize. No, I don't. But, hey, it is what it is. Listen, Mama up there doing her concert, and, she was dancing this time. Sometimes it doesn't pay. It does pay just to be nice. Just to be sweet and non-shady. But it's me, and I just can't do it all the time. I don't know why. But y'all already know, I got to keep it real. They said Mama wasn't dancing too much on the Renaissance when it first came out, the first city, Stockholm, okay? Because, people were saying it was a foot injury. People was also saying that, no, it wasn't necessarily a foot injury. It was a knee injury. She had tore her meniscus in the knee and they had to have surgery. First of all, I'm still sitting here like, who told y'all all of this? Who told y'all all of this? Like, everybody's pulling stuff out the cap and out the sky to make up for the reason why Mama wasn't giving a lot of the stuff that we thought she was going to give. We just got to be honest, okay? But I feel as though it's because the crowd wasn't giving her none. You know what I'm saying? Because when she went to the next city, oh, Mama was on it. And then when she went to the one that she just did today, oh, she definitely was on it. And she switched costumes and she said, bitch, I'm finna do this 1-2 step on that ass. And I said, that's what I'm talking about. She got to work the kinks out. But that's neither here nor there. I just want to say shout out to Amorphous, a.k.a. Mr. Jameer. We've been seeing each other for a long time. The first time I got in contact with him, he actually followed me, reached out to me because we had a mutual love fan of Aaliyah, right? And I think this was back in the day when I was in the old place and I used to have those pictures up in my wall, and for those that didn't know the backstory on that, my uncle, who y'all heard me talk about plenty of time, he gave me that calendar and, in order, it was like a remembrance of him. So that's why I just took him and I just put him up against the wall or whatever when he passed. And so, he reached out to me or whatever. We've been cool and all that stuff. I remember seeing this boy when he was trying to get the Aaliyah. He did this over an hour or so Aaliyah documentary that he wanted to put on YouTube. And, that was back in the day where Barry Hankerson didn't want nobody saying shit. Okay? He didn't want nobody saying shit. And, it was one of the most thoroughest documentaries, self-made documentaries that I've seen in a long time. He did his damn thing on that. I was glad I was able to see it before, Barry came over there, did what he did to it. But, that was years ago. I remember when he was out there in Philly. And then when he moved out there to LA. Then when he moved back to Philly because it just wasn't working out. And then when the pandemic came through, that's when he started doing those mashups and posting them on Twitter, whatever. And his ear for music is so freaking fire and unique. Like, some of the stuff that he been mashing up, I was like, what? I never would have thought to put them together, and they go. Baby Oprah reached out to this boy. He done been on this. He got his EP out. He done worked with a lot of, people. He worked with Brandy, Kalani, what's her name? Bree Runway, all these people, right? Girl, he done got the main dundada. Beyonce came and snatched his ass up to do the musical arrangement for her tour. I said, I know that's the fuck right, Jamia. You better fucking do that. Y'all better follow him, Long Amorphous, on Twitter and Instagram. When I tell you, I am so proud and so happy for him. I just love to see people who are out here actually doing stuff to further themselves and to continue to, reach their goals. And they actually determined to not let anything stop them. And then when they reach it, oh, baby, I'd be so proud. So I could be like, I was there in the beginning. Like, I'm trying to get somebody they props, right? And then they just want to come through. They just want to come through and say, bitch, no. Like, what the fuck? That's so disrespectful. You want your props too? Well, I hope the people that you went to go get made it to the hospital and survived. Thank you. Anyway, moving on from there, shout out to Jameer. And he's so humble with it. I just love him. And Beyonce, you want to come out with a hair care line. Beyonce Moore hair care line, okay? We do bundles, we do inches, we do Peruvian, we do Milan. What's the other ones called? Girl, I don't know. We do kinky, we don't do yaki. And I'm just sitting here like, that's cute or whatever. That's cute or whatever. Now, see, I'm very, very sensitive and I'm very, very cautious about what I put on my skin and what I put in my hair. Baby, we are barely 10 minutes into this video and we done heard them a good 3 times. What is it? And it's cold outside. It's cool outside. Do you know I went to work just like this? Like, I literally just came in and just sat down and started recording. But do you know I went to work just like this? I ain't have a jacket on the first. Baby, I was out there waiting for my car and I was frozen. I said, child, look at me trying to be fast. I thought I looked cute today. That's why I ain't had no jacket on. So I was just like, fuck it. Y'all gonna see this outfit. But anyway, yeah, Miss Beyonce, you got a little hair care line coming out. I mean, the picture, you was cute or whatever with your natural thrustes and all that stuff. But this make me nervous. Oh, excuse me. That's one of the things that I don't want to do. I don't want to come out with nothing for nobody's face. I don't want to come up with nothing for nobody's hair or whatever, because I don't want to be held responsible if shit don't go right. But with that being said, make sure you got the right chemicals and the right people on staff. I mean, the people that do your hair, whoever is doing it, that's cute or whatever. But if you do some, make sure you bring some lock oil out, some lock gel or whatever. You know, some spray for the locks and all that stuff so we can keep our stuff moisturized, because that'll probably be the only thing that I buy. Okay, other than that, probably a little bit of conditioner. And I test it out on something before I test it out on my hair. I'll just be honest, okay? Y'all can send me a free package. Y'all can send me a package. After I done talked all of this mess, y'all can send me a sample and I can put it out there and promote, because you ain't gonna do it. That'll probably be the last time we hear something about it. And we have to figure it out in between the lines, which really wasn't that hard to know that it was a hair care situation. You know, she says, y'all figure it out and y'all do what y'all gotta do. Bitch, you wanna be somebody else so damn bad. Let me stop. This is Beyonce Hair Salon. We do hair. Tina gonna be in the back. Baby, Tina finna be up in them chairs doing hair. Girl, anyway, moving back along from that. Speaking of body stuff, have y'all been seeing this stuff about Rolly? And then for those that don't know who Rolly is, I think Rolly first came onto the scene, actually, of course, she was in a Zeus situation on Zeus, the streaming app. But she was on Chance of Love or something like that. You know, old boy from Chance and Real of Love that was on VH1 that was taking out the Flavor Flav show. He had his own show. Him and his other brother, not the one, not Real, because Real unfortunately passed away. But he was on there, and I believe she was one of the contestants on there. You know, and that parlayed her being on the baddies, the bad girls clubs, or whatever it's called, the Baddies South or the Baddies, whatever the fuck. And so, you know, she been on Baddies South, Baddies West, and 9 out of 10 she gonna be on Baddies East or whatever. The fact that I know this shit, it baffles me as well, and I know because I talk shit about Zeus, but you know, it is what it is. I can admit I sat down and watched that dumb shit, okay? Because sometimes it's just, you don't be in the mood to be watching something real serious. You just want something that'll just take your mind off of stuff, whatever. But anyway, she a big girl, okay? She's a big girl. And at one point, I felt like she prided herself in being a big woman. But all of a sudden, now she's getting surgeries, okay? She's getting cosmetic surgeries with the S, or I should say with the ES. You know, she's getting all of those just to get her body in order or whatever, and it's causing a controversy, it's causing debate. And I don't like speaking on people's bodies, but I just, when it's something like this and it just don't sit right, granted, no matter what we say, it's already being done. It's not our bodies or whatever, but it's like, it has been pissing me off, and I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna tell y'all, it's been pissing me off. It's not one of those situations where she's going in and she's getting like weight loss surgery, okay, to help aid. And I know some people feel like when you get weight loss surgery, you're cheating in the way that you're losing weight when everybody else has to do it naturally and you go get assistance with it. And I don't feel like that's cheating, because there are sometimes and some people that, you know, it just don't come off as easily, or, you know, they have other reasons why the weight won't come off, or, you know, whatever. There's different reasons, okay? And what people don't realize is your whole body changed, your whole eating pattern changed. You do have to continue to exercise and all of this stuff to maintain that. So it's not necessarily a cheat, all right? Because you can go back, you can really go back to the same size that you were, you know, and then probably even get more, you know. But I would have rather that happen and that been the journey about her doing a weight loss type of situation. That would have been way more inspirational, even for a channel like Zeus. You know, you got a lot of bigger women that probably look up to her for whatever reason, because she a big girl and she hold her stuff down or whatever, and she ain't ashamed of it. But also, you know, we do want to get our health in order. And it just feels like all of this that is going on with her, these surgeries, if you've been seeing it, it is just so unhealthy looking, okay? Because one, you getting this surgery not done in a hospital, and you're not even getting it done in a facility that I feel like ain't really meant for all of this to happen, because it is some surgical facilities that's not necessarily done in a hospital, but they're sterile environment. They're sterile environments. And for my people that's in the medical field, that's in the cosmetic surgery field, y'all feel free to put your comments down and let us know what's going on and if this is a good thing or not. Because I've been seeing different things. Mama literally is filming herself on Zeus getting surgeries from this company called Goals Cosmetic or something like that. I just know that the first name is called Goals. And every time somebody says something about that, they keep on saying, why would she go there? Why would she go there? Them of all people, oh my goodness, I'm gonna pray for her. I'm gonna pray that nothing happens to her. So basically they're trying to say, from what I'm gathering, they don't have the best reputation, you know? And she should have went somewhere else. That's one, and that is worrisome, okay? Then you're getting a BBL. That's how she threw it out there. I'm about to get this BBL. So she told them that her problem areas was her stomach, her back, and her arms, and not having no ass. Understandable, because a lot of us big bitches, we gotta like that, okay? We got a board back there. We ain't got no ass, you know what I'm saying? Myself included. I got a little shelf, but it ain't no ass, okay? It goes like this and like that, and I hate it so much, you know? So that's why Ashley been putting her squats in, bitch. Ashley been putting her squats in or whatever. And this ass gonna stay flat. I don't give a care, okay? First of all, I really don't need it. I don't use it. I ain't trying to attract nobody that want to look at my ass. I want to look at your ass, but that's neither here nor there, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, you getting this surgery. Now, girl, I thought she was just going to be sleep up in there getting the surgery and they was going to film it and whatever. Because they do have programs where they film stuff. And I'm thinking, like, when they go in and they film these surgeries or whatever, it's a sterile environment. Like, the people that comes in there, they got to probably have on scrubs or whatever. They have to have their hair put up and everything. They have the proper equipment, the proper PPE and all that stuff or whatever to put on. I hope I said that right. Probably even have the cameras and stuff, you know, covered up so don't nothing, or them sterile and all that stuff. Girl, when I saw the video that she posted, Mama is laying on the table awake as they are taking the fat out of her stomach. Okay, and she got a big stomach to put in her ass, all right? And she is talking, oh, I feel good, I feel great, I don't feel nothing or whatever. I feel just a little bit of the pressure to doing all this stuff. But she is gripping on whoever is holding her hand so hard. And I'm sitting here like, what? What is going on? Now, I seen where they said that it's better, it's kind of better to do this awake because, you know, it's a lesser risk that something might happen or whatever. Because if they put her under heavy anesthesia to get this done, it's a possibility she could not wake up because she's not in the right shape to have all of this stuff, you know? And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's cute or whatever, but knock my ass out. I do not want to be here in the suction. I don't want to be here and feeling the jerky, baby. I don't need to see all that. That's going to make my anxiety go through the roof. And I'll probably cold on that table just from being nervous like that. And I don't need that. Knock me out so I could wake up and be like, damn, did y'all do the surgery? Like, yeah, bitch, we did it 2 hours ago. Oh, for real? You did it that quick? Why I feel like, because that's why I feel like, baby. Let me tell you something. I went in there and got my surgeries done on my gallbladder, baby. I don't know how long that bitch was. I just felt like I slipped. I closed my eyes for a minute and I opened them back up the next minute and I was in the, you know, recovery room. I said, well, when we gonna get started? Girl, we already started. I said, oh, you know, that's just what I need. I don't need to go through that whole process of wait. Then you do it and you put your picture up of the BBL before and after. And I'm sorry, y'all, it just literally looked like she's sucking in her stomach. Because you still got the rolls, you still got all the other. It's making me so mad because I don't want nothing to happen to this woman. And it's just like, what is the motivation or whatever? And it's not trying to be like, you know, shaming a person or whatever. It's just more so out of concern because I just, like many of us, we just feel like she's not going about this the right way or with the right people. And then the most recent video that I saw, she said that she had just got a face chemical peel the day before or earlier that day or whenever it was. And then she posted a video of her getting chin lipo. Because she said she had many more, you know, surgeries to do. And I'm sitting here like, chin lipo? Baby, do you know they had her ass on that table putting that thing up in there and she was still awake too? What? What? I'm sitting here like, oh my God. And then before the surgery actually happened, or I don't even know if it was before or after. No, it was after, bitch. What's that dude named Big Sexy or whatever that be on that loudmouth motherfucker? He's so goddamn loud and he just be around everybody. He up in the room with her. And then they panned out and everybody, it's so many people up in the room and nobody got on scrubs. Nobody got on protective gear. Nobody has a hairnet on or anything. It looked like the most unsterilized situation there is. And all I'm sitting here like, I hope this lady don't get a staph infection. I hope she don't get sepsis. I hope she don't get anything. I hope her healing process go well because it just don't look right to me. You know what I'm saying? It just looks all type of wrong in the environment that maybe if they was in a sterilized place, I'd probably be like, okay, do what you do. And I wouldn't be so concerned. But shit, you still got to work out. And they say once you get these surgeries, when you be getting these lipos and these tummy tucks and stuff like that, you can still fuck around and gain that weight back. Bitch, what was that? Girl, I pray for it. I pray for it, baby. I just know I couldn't do it. And the thing is, I'm not against anybody getting cosmetic surgery or selective surgery or whatever. You do whatever make you feel happy. Because people do it for whatever reason, and that's your reasoning. You shouldn't have to explain it to nobody. I just want y'all to be safe with it. I just want y'all to go the legal route with it. And I think this is all free, and that's why she doing it. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, don't play with my life like that. Y'all, what is up with Jay Morant? What is the name? Jay Morant? John Morant? Let me see where this man came from. I just need to see. Where did Ja Morant, there it is, where he grow up? Sumter, South Carolina. Now, I don't know if that's a bad place or a good place. I'm just trying to figure out all about that. Did he grow up poor? Baby. He grew up in DeSalle, South Carolina, to a father, T. Morant, and a mother, Jamie Morant. His name is Tamaris and Jamal. Jamel Morant. Ja is simply a nickname. And he did not grow up poor, but he wasn't rich. Understandably, they were comfortable. They were professionals. You mean to tell me your mama and your daddy had professional fucking jobs and you out here playing around with guns? See, this is giving me, y'all don't know, he played with the Memphis Grizzlies, right? He already got suspended earlier, like last month or whatever, because of the situation of him being in a club and he flashing a gun around. And you can't do that. That's against the policy in the NBA, okay? Then you get suspended indefinitely. No, you get suspended for a couple of days, couple of games, and you come back and everything's cool. Then this past weekend or whatever, you get caught with a fucking gun on live. And I think he was on one of his friends' lives or whatever. And my whole thing is, you are a public figure who literally just got in trouble for something like this. Why wouldn't you think you should be more careful, even if it's just your friend's life that you think nobody will pick up on? Everybody's gonna pick up on it. It takes one person who knows that that's your friend to be up in that live to take a screenshot or to screen record that whole video. That's what they do. To post it on the internet, post it on Twitter, on Instagram, or whatever, before it starts to get some traction. And then you throwing up the... I said, what in the world? He reminds me so much, and they suspended him indefinitely for all NBA stuff, you know. And truth be told, I feel like you have a contract that you were to get like $200+ million, I think, and you are out here squandering it, messing it up. And I'm pretty sure you got people that are dependent on you as well with that money that you probably taking care of. And my whole thing is, I understand that sometimes we grow up with without a lot. And therefore, you know, a lot of people make that grave mistake of getting a lump sum of money or seeing more money than they ever had, or getting access to stuff that they never thought they would and not knowing how to handle it. That's what this feels like as well. But also, it's like, what else is going on with you that you are idolizing people that are out here ripping and running the streets? At one point, they said, I don't know, a while back, that he was throwing up gang signs or whatever. They was trying to figure out if he was throwing up crip or whatever. And it's like, why are y'all getting into businesses where y'all don't need to do all of this stuff, and you're making illegal, making a legal living? And you're doing a lot. You're making a lot of money, and you're going to fuck it up. You're going to fuck it up because you want to play gangster, because you want to play bad boy, because you want to be like the niggas that you roll with. You know what I'm saying? That ain't in the league, that you probably grew up with. Like, you want to know who he remind me of? He remind me of Tiny and T.I.'s son. What's the one they say look like the garlic knot? King. You grew up in the fucking suburbs, the rich suburbs, in a big ass house, and now you want to act and play gangster and go around getting arrested and all this stuff. That's who he reminds me of. You ain't got to do none of that but play motherfucking ball and have fun with it. You can go to the club and get drunk, get high, whatever, and do all of that. But why you got to flash guns? Why you got to act like you win this and that? Why you have to act like something? Maybe this is him. I don't know. But it still feels like he trying to be a part of something that he don't need to be a part of. And then all these people, you made all these people who came to your defense look stupid as hell the first time. Now they look stupid as hell now, because you literally are fucking it up. And there is no one to blame but himself. We can't blame the parents. We can't blame the friend, because the friend tried to, move the camera or whatever. No. It's him. It's the decision that this grown man has made. Okay? Oh, he young. He young enough to know. He old enough to know, I should say. So, like, at this point, if he get traded from the Grizzlies, if he get blacklisted so that the only way that he can play basketball, he get kicked out the NBA, and the only way he can play basketball is overseas, or he can't get picked up by anybody, that's going to be on him. That's going to be on him. He's a goddamn problem. Oh, he's He reminded me of how it used to be back in the day, because it was some problem motherfuckers that was back in the day. But see, for some reason, if they got punished, they ain't necessarily get automatically kicked out the league or whatever. It took a while for that to happen. Y'all want to know one of the notorious bad boys of basketball was Dennis Rodman ass. Yeah, look his story up. Anyway, speaking of Dennis Rodman, y'all know Jonathan Majors was supposed to play him up in the movie, right? Jonathan Majors and Meghan Good. Now, bitch, unless these motherfuckers come out and say that they are together, Meghan, let me just tell you this, ma'am. Because the news came out saying that y'all allegedly together, and basically that they had been kicking it for a minute as friends, and their friendship grew with her supporting him throughout this whole situation that he's been going through with this domestic violence type of case that he has going on now. Baby, let me just tell you this. First of all, somebody said this, and I seen it, and y'all can take it any type of way that you want, that they would not be surprised if all of a sudden Jonathan Majors pop up with a black girlfriend to win us back over, or to say, you know what, F them white girls, I'm finna come back to the sisters or whatever, to try to, you know, clean up his image a little bit. And sure enough, here comes this report saying that he is out here with Meghan Good. Meghan motherfucking Good. Meghan Good got a fucking hit on her hand with Harlem TV show. Truth be told, I haven't even finished the last 2 episodes. I don't know what I'm waiting on. Yeah. But I like the show, okay? You know, you got that going on. You've been in movies, okay? You've been on TV shows. You've been in everything, okay? You even been a video girl at one point in time. And you mean to tell me you go from Devon Franklin, the Uber, I don't even know what the fuck you want to call him, but I just feel like he's very performative. I never understood his height. But you got that. And then you go to Jonathan Majors, who is literally involved in a scandal and controversy. And if this is real, because I'm going to say it's if, because again, his camp hasn't come out to confirm or deny, nor has her camp come out to confirm and deny. And if that I was dating somebody that was going through something like this, baby, do you understand that I wouldn't put that out there? Or I wouldn't let nobody know anything? And I just be want to know, how do all this information be leaking? Because we're about to talk about something in a second when I finish this, about stuff that's leaking and all these sources, quote unquote. Because at this point, it's like, Meghan, you been in the game this long and you about to allow yourself to be a PR move? You about to allow yourself to be used as a PR stunt to clean up another nigga's? You finna be the cleanup woman to this nigga? Like, are you serious to this man? Like, what? I just don't believe it. I don't believe Meghan is desperate enough to do some shit like that. I refuse to believe it, y'all. I refuse to believe that she will allow herself to be a cleanup woman, to clean up his image in front of the public. Because that's all that it is. If that is the case, that's how we're going to look at it. The same way that people look at any other people that Lori Harvey get with, they think it's a stunt. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about this. It don't sit well with me, but again, it ain't my business, and also I don't believe it, okay? Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that one. And let's go into this whole situation about sources. I'm going to need people who are in media, people who are in journalism, these fake journalism, mostly this is who I'm talking to. You guys who do blogs and got these internet blogs, you got the Shade Room, you got this, you got that. Most of these people, they get all of their information from each other. So if you ever look at something, especially like when you post on the Shade Room or whatever, or the Neighborhood Talk or Baller Alert, or, you know, either lovebsky.com or whatever, read the articles that they put up, or the little sample, whatever they put up. And they'll always say, They'll give you a headline and be like, so-and-so and so-and-so did this. And then once you get to the body to get to the information about what happened, they done took that from something else. They done took it from, because they have to quote it, they done took it from the USA Today. They done took it from this person, or they done took it from another blog or whatever. And they're literally just copying and pasting and then putting their opinion on it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I need y'all to stop doing this. And I need real journalism to come back. Because I have never seen such an influx of bullshit being put out there and people saying sources says and sources close to the family or sources close to this and sources says this. Who are the sources? Where are the sources? And why I'm saying this? Because Jamie motherfucking Foxx, aka Eric Bishop. Let me just tell y'all this. This whole fucking time, we have been worried about Jamie Foxx, okay? We have been wanting to know what's been going on with Jamie Foxx because we haven't heard anything. Now, let's be clear. The family, literally, his daughter posted a statement on her Instagram that was from the family. Because it said, signed the Foxx family. Saying that, you know, Jamie, unfortunately, had a medical emergency. And they was able to rush him to the hospital and get it fixed in the time that was supposed to get it fixed. And, you know, just pray for him and all the best. And everything's okay. That is all that she said. She didn't post or the family didn't put out anything else. They didn't give her anything else to put out. Now, on the one hand, I said, you know what? What contributed to a lot of this frenzy around Jamie Foxx is the fact that Jamie Foxx is not just somebody, a random actor or person that nobody gave a damn about. Jamie Foxx is truly beloved, okay, in the industry, to black people, to people all around. He's just that motherfucking dude, okay? And we care about him, right? So, you got that. Then you got the fact that, you know, you put this thing out and it's kind of vague, but in the same breath, they don't have to tell us nothing. And truth be told, I really wish they probably wouldn't have told us anything and just waited until he got through the situation to put it out there to say, oh yeah, he had an emergency and, you know, he's been rehabbing and he's been doing this and everything's good now. We're trying to get him back on the good foot. That's all we needed to know at one point. All of this other stuff that's been happening ever since, none of it came from Jamie Foxx family. None of it came from his daughter, and none of it came from him. How do we find this out? Because remember, I don't even know if it was last week when it came out. Was it last week when I talked about this? Either way, it was a report came out saying that the family is preparing for the worst. He's on life support. You know, literally after they just said that he was doing good. It was so many reports coming out saying, oh, pray for Jamie. We seeing his fellow actors and celebrity friends or people that know him or know of him saying pray for him, pray for him. So obviously they're not getting anything as to what's going on. They're in the dark just like everybody else. And understandable because this is a family issue or whatever, and everybody getting mama don't need to know until they need to know. So you got that going on. Then you say he needs help. Then you say he's doing great. Then you say, you know, things not looking good. Then all of a sudden a post come up on his Instagram saying, thanks for all the well wishes. I'm doing great. Blessings to everyone. And people doubting if that was really him. Because then all of a sudden this post come out basically saying that the family is fearing for the worst or preparing for the worst. He's on life support. He's in ICU. Torre posted it on his Instagram and said, you know, people that he know close to the family are saying that they're preparing for the worst. And they took that and everybody ran with it. Posted it. I seen it on the Jasmine brand. I seen it on Love B. Scott. I seen it on TMZ. I seen it on The Shade Room, The Neighborhood Talk. All these fucking blogs. Only for the daughter to come out a couple of days ago over the weekend and say, bitch, my daddy has already been out and home, and this nigga is out here playing pickleball. I said, what? I said, girl, what? And she did that up in her IG story. I said, what? That's how you come back and you tell the world after you done told us and put us on high alert and we ain't know what the hell was going on. You said this motherfucker's at home playing pickleball. Basically, she said, calm the fuck down. Okay, y'all trying to kill her daddy off, you know? And I'm just sitting here like, so who the fuck were these sources? And Torre, you need to get your ass whooped too, because you shouldn't put that shit up there. All right, you shouldn't have put that shit up there. And then what be killing me is when people be putting these false stories out there and it comes out that it's false as hell and it's been proven that it's false. They don't even take it down. They don't even say an apology or whatever. You know, my bad for this. They don't put a retraction in. It's like, because you still want that engagement to come. It's all about clicks and views. That man been at home. No, that now they saying that he's at a rehab center out here. You know, and I'm sitting here like, that must mean that he had probably something bad at brain stuff that went on, probably a stroke. We still don't know. So I'm not finna, you know, assume, but obviously it was something that he need rehab for. And if that is the case, and he out there playing pickleball, baby, Jamie Foxx is okay to the point where the man is not in the hospital. And that's all we can ask for. What this was a lesson for, quit trying to be the first one to put up post about stuff, doing stuff for clicks and views or whatever to get engagement, you know, and just running with shit without vetting a fucking source that ain't really a source. Okay? 9 out of 10, when somebody say sources says, they're lying, because ain't no source says shit. That's just so that they won't get sued when people come out and say, why would you put up something false like this? Well, the source told me they could get away with it a little bit if they don't dig deep and be like, so what's the name of the source? Well, I can't reveal my sources because there are no sources, you know? I said, oh my God. Y'all literally had us thinking Jamie Foxx was about to be out in the paint. Okay, this man is out here playing pickleball, bitch. If you believe that. Now, I ain't gonna go no deeper in that. That's what the daughter said. I'ma just leave it at that and I'ma just let it alone, because at this moment it's time for me to mind my own business when it comes to that. Whatever they got going, that's what they got going. She sent the man out the hospital. That's all that mattered to me. Moving on from that, Rudy Giuliani locked that motherfucker up, baby. A former employee is suing him for $10 million over allegations of sexual assault and harassment, wage theft, and other misconducts. At one point, I read that dude told old girl, come up in the office and I need you to do your work bucket ass naked. Get down on your motherfucking knees and suck me off, because it made him feel like Bill Clinton. I said, what? What? See, that goes to show these Republicans be hating on the Democrats because they want to beat them sometimes. Like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious? I'm just playing. But you get it. You get it. Because what? You want to feel like the president when he was getting his dick sucked by Monica Lewinsky in the Oval Office. So you told this girl, get down on your knees and suck this dick. I would have been so disgusted, because when I look at Rudy Giuliani, I just be like, all of them, Trump, like Stormy Daniels, it literally had to be, you know, you literally had to have your rent paid and you was behind on bills, and this was the only thing that you can do, because they was fitting the bill and they was going to promise you a whole bunch of money to fuck this man, because I just cannot see anybody fucking that man. Baby, I just can't do it. And then you got Giuliani. Like, Giuliani, he been ain't shit since the beginning. I look back when I was looking at the mafia stuff or whatever, and he was one of the main ones that was really out here trying to get the mafia, Italian mafia. Man, he Italian himself. Okay, but that don't mean that. He, you know, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's what they say. He was trying to get them motherfuckers out the streets and everything. I was like, living while they doing no shit. Okay. And he just really wasn't with it. Like, he was an ass back then. He was an ass when he met New York at one point, or governor or something. He was something like that. Baby, he wasn't shit back then either, okay? I never forget when he got up on Trump shit. What was he giving that speech or whatever? I don't know if he was sitting down and this was doing the Trump ring or whatever. And he must have put some hair dye up in his head and that shit was dripping. His He looked like the fucking crypt keeper, okay? I said, and when the report came out saying all of this stuff was happening, girl, do you know, I didn't blink, because look who he was under. Look who all the motherfuckers rolled together. Ain't nobody surprised by this. Then gonna talk about something, you was gonna get a lady some money, didn't really give her no money, had this going on. I said, child, I would have quit. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. You had to suck that man dick. Did he grab you by the head and put your... Girl, it just would not be me. Hell no, I would have looked at him and I would have been like, you know what? I know this is my first day, but I need the money, but I don't need it that bad. I will find it other way. Deuces, do whatever you gotta do, but it ain't gonna be my mouth doing it, okay? Like, baby, I just couldn't. Like, I couldn't see myself being a prostitute either. I'm sorry. Shout out to my sex workers out there, but I just could not see myself. Because I used to think about that, like, if times got real hard and I really needed to get some money, like, would I be able to go out there and sell myself like that? And I'm not mentally capable of doing. No, I couldn't. No shade to those who can. It just wouldn't work. I'd be like, no, I'm gonna have to find something else to do. I can't do this. I'm sorry. No shade to my sex workers. I appreciate y'all. Y'all doing a job that I will never be able to do, okay? But moving on from that, I really don't care about Rudy Giuliani. Get that lady her money and throw your ass in jail. That's what you need to do, okay? But anyway, let's get on Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. Gabrielle was doing some interview, and she wound up talking about the whole situation of, you know, being scared that either she can't get a movie or a movie doesn't do well, something like that. It comes a point where a movie may be her last. Let me see. Because, you know, she has a lot of responsibility. And I understand that. When you get to a certain point in your life where you feel like, some people will feel like they're comfortable, you know what I'm saying, and they don't have to worry about money at all. But then even if you get another person who in that same position where you are comfortable, and so therefore they should be comfortable with that and they can't afford a lot of stuff, but instead of you just being cool with it, they're sitting over here just having those doubts like, oh my God, what if I don't do this? And what if I spend a little bit too much and then it's going to do this and I'm going to go back to being without and I'm going to have to go back to struggling and all this stuff. They overthink and all that. And that's where it felt like Gabrielle was coming from, you know, talking about, you know, getting the next movie because that fear of having to struggle again. And it's mostly because, you know, she has responsibilities for a lot of people. So she's taking care of a lot of people, you know. And the big takeaway that everybody took from that, a clip that was posted on the internet, was the fact that she said she and Dwayne Wade, her husband of many years, they split the bills and finances and stuff in the house 50-50. They split everything 50-50. And it was a big uproar. I've seen people say, not only did he cheat on you and bring home a break baby and you eat his ass, but y'all splitting the bill 50-50. My whole thing is this. I don't understand where this ideology comes from. This is what society got y'all to thinking, you know, that the man take care of everything, or, you know, whoever's the head of the household take care of everything. They supposed to pay the bills. I just feel like in this day and age, it's just unreasonable to expect somebody to pay every bill. One person, especially when you got two able-bodied people up in the household, and y'all can both work and y'all can both contribute to the household, both contribute to the finances, both contribute to the rent, both contribute to the bills, both contribute to buying groceries and clothes and, you know, all this stuff or whatever household items. I don't see nothing wrong with splitting things, okay? That doesn't make you less than. That doesn't make it seem like, oh, you know, y'all roommates, as y'all say. Bitch, technically speaking, a partnership, a roommate, y'all the same thing, bitch. Legally, y'all together, okay? Especially if you're married, I don't get the problem. I feel like people just make mountain out of molehills, and we still living in this day and age, especially now where it's glorified that if you can't pay my bills, I don't want nothing to do with you or whatever. Why the nigga gotta pay every fucking thing? It's cool if he want to provide and do all of that. Sometimes niggas can't do all of that. Maybe in your household, he'll pay the rent and you'll pay the utilities, okay? Or you'll put in on the rent and then, you know, he'll pay the rest of the rent and the utilities. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But you do, and people do what works for them. Ain't no set in stone, and I'm not finna sit here and clown and look my nose down on somebody who's doing 50-50 because, bitch, you get in a relationship with me and we living together, we're doing 50-50. I'm not paying the whole rent. You know how to fucking work. You bring in money, and how come I gotta spend all my motherfucking check on the fucking rent and you just going out and paying a couple of $100s for the fucking utilities? And I'm paying thousands of dollars for the fucking rent? Bitch, no. We splitting that shit 50-50, bitch. Okay? And then this month, I'll pay the goddamn utility. Next month, you pay the utilities or whatever the fuck we'll figure out. But bitch, when it comes to rent, we gonna pay 50-50. Okay? That's just how it's gonna be. That's just how it's gonna be. And if you don't fucking like it and you don't think that's fucking fair, you're not finna come into no relationship with me and just be thinking, girl, fuck that. Then you want me to buy... You want me to get you gifts, and you want me to get you presents and get you girl, I ain't gonna be able to get you that because I'm gonna be fucking broke because I'm paying all of the goddamn rent. And in this day and age, rent is high. And it's only fucking reasonable in my mind that if you got a partner, y'all go 50-50 on that bitch. 50-50, at least 25-75, 40-60 or something, you help. You know, and y'all look y'all nose down on motherfuckers because they go 50-50, but they got their system together. They're together. It's working for them. And yet it's the motherfuckers that's complaining and got issue to say who ain't got nobody. And you still at home paying the full rent. The fuck? Y'all are ignorant sometimes. But anyway, and I feel like I just said something to somebody that's following me. It ain't no shots at you. That's just how I feel. Okay? Because I don't know y'all lifestyle. Anyway, moving on from that. Jalen Hurts, congratulations to him, boo-boo. Jalen Hurts became like this big phenomenon ever since the Super Bowl and football this past year. That's the first time I ever heard of him. People was like, oh my God, he's so fan, he's so fan. And then y'all found out the nigga was like 24 years old. Y'all was like, oh, but he's still cute. Don't he got a girlfriend or something like that? I was like, yeah, he a decent looking dude, and I love his story now. Like, you know, he has the woman sports agent who got him that big deal, who been with her, he been with her since high school. And now, you know, he's out here doing even better things. He done got a master's degree in human relations from the University of Oklahoma. You know, his mother was one of his inspirations. She went back to school, got her master's degree. So he did the same. And I said, you know what? All right, Jalen, you are all right with me. Now, you see Joe Morant, what's his name, John Morant? That's a motherfucking role model or a mentee. Link up. Okay, sit this motherfucker down and have a talk with him. I know you play football and he play basketball, but baby, it's all about sportsmanship. It's all about character. It's all about how you carry yourself. You can be real as fuck and still not have to do dumb shit. Okay, this boy is out here, this man is out here succeeding, doing positive stuff, and your ass over here. I know you shouldn't compare, but I'm just saying, this is how you don't waste the opportunity that you are given. John Morant is how you do waste the opportunity that you are given. And let me tell you something. Brett Favre, you need to take your ass to goddamn jail too. Every time I say something, it's always just go to jail. You got your goddamn nerves talking about something. The country was ran better, and it was better when Trump was in office and all this stuff, and people wasn't Republicans and, you know, sports people, whatever, the players, they wasn't scared to say nothing about trans people and about this and about that. Baby, they still ain't. I'm pretty sure it's locker room talk, okay? Even the ones that come out and say, I'm in support of this and I'm in support of that, Baby, you can't tell me all of them are 100% in support and don't be still engaging in locker room talk. You can't tell me no different. Let's just say you like the chaoticness of how the country was when Trump was in there. You want to be one of Trump's good old boys. That's just what it is. Truth be told, your ass needs to be going to jail for what you did to fucking Mississippi and they motherfucking money to get that damn stadium or volleyball shit gone for your daughter or whatever at that school. Bitch, take your ass to jail, welfare queen. Okay? Girl, I was so mad when I seen that. I said, are you serious? But then again, I was like, sounds about white. Okay? That's just what it is. You know, the shit that's going on down there in Florida, how is any of that legal? DeSantis is really trying, like, look, I'm not into the politics like that, but baby, when shit catch my eyes and I just, oh my goodness. You can't show certain movies. You're taking money and stuff and programs away from schools because you don't want to do the diversity stuff or like the AP diversity classes either in college or high school. You're basically stripping that away from the colleges and stuff. And it's just like, wow. You really trying to take this country, or at least the state of Florida, back into the 1950s and beyond, you know, and earlier. You really want to take it back to Jim Crow South. You really want to fucking go back to the racism, flat out racism that it was. Next thing you know, we gonna see whites only fucking water fountains and shit again. That's how he is doing shit. He is literally trying to make it so that LGBT people are targets and they can be discriminated against in medical. Like, people can refuse medical treatment to provide them with medical services or whatever. And I'm sitting here like, how evil and cold can you be? You're literally going to make it so that LGBT people cannot get the medical care that they need for anything just because of the sexual orientation, and not even the orientation, just because of their sexual identity, just because of who they decide to love. What the fuck does that got to do with you giving me surgery because I didn't fucking get into a car accident or something like that? That is so fucking ignorant and stupid and hateful. And, you know, the anti-immigration bill or immigrant bill that's going on, or something that's going on down there, I'm looking at TikTok and I'm seeing all these videos about these people having to do, these white people having to do the work themselves because a lot of these people, the immigrants or whatever, you know, that they trying to put this bill against, they heard about it, they left. They left. And that's the thing. Oh, they come over here and they're taking our jobs or whatever. No, they taking and doing the jobs that you didn't want to do in the first place, that you thought was beneath you. And they do it fucking well. Oh my goodness. I seen one video. This guy was out there, an immigrant, of course, you know, looked like he could be of Mexican descent. He was a Latino. Girl, he was getting them grapes off the vine. Speed. Baby, and then they showed the present day, and it was these white women's and men's out there trying to get them grapes off that van, and they was going so goddamn slow. I said, see, DeSantis is really trying to burn down. He is ruining Florida for y'all. I heard people moving and everything, so y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. How y'all feel about this story also? Remember the whole situation about the founder of CashApp and him being killed and stabbed up out there in San Francisco at night, and, you know, come to find out, you know, they tried to blame it on drug use and the crime stuff that was going on and all that stuff. People was just being real negative to the homeless and everything. And then come to find out, it ain't had nothing to do with that. It was somebody that worked with him, like a rival or a business party or somebody that used to work with him. Girl, come to find out, they said that man did that shit because he found out that dude from CashApp was fucking around with his sister who was married. So you kill somebody. It don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. I'm not buying it. I'm really not buying it because it really doesn't make sense for you to go out and you to kill the guy that your sister is having an affair with, and not the husband of your sister to go out and kill the guy that she's having an affair with. That's how I would have saw it, and that's how I would have thought that it would have went. But who am I to say? Something about this whole situation with this CashApp guy, Bobley, it just does not sit well. It is funny. And when I say funny, I'm talking about fishy. There it is. I should have said fishy, okay? Because it ain't fun about nobody getting killed on the streets like that. I saw the video of how that whole thing went down, and I said, oh my goodness. Like the way he was stumbling to get up, and at one point he did get up and he walked away and fell again, and then he just kept on going. I feel like if he probably would have just stopped and allow his body to calm down a little bit, he probably wouldn't have bled out or whatever. I don't know, because it just felt like his adrenaline probably was pumping. And so because of that adrenaline pumping, it was pumping that blood out more and more. So, ooh, my goodness. Anyway, Lil Wayne, you want to be the GOAT and you want to say that you're the greatest, you're going to have to start acting like that. Because people that I know that call themselves the GOAT and they call themselves the best around or whatever, they do not act the way that you acted at this concert recently that you had, okay? I wish Beyonce would do some shit like this. I will cuss her out from hell, from here to there and back again. Snatch her about her motherfucking edges. Janet too, Tony too, okay? All my people. Mariah too, baby. Mariah ain't even doing no shit like this, all right? Like, and she got just cause. She got just cause, okay? Lil Wayne came out there, you know, he was on his little tour, the Carter tour, whatever. And I seen this shit on TikTok. And they were showing the video. I seen the whole video. I said, bitch, what? First of all, you come almost 3 hours late. You come almost 3 hours late. And a lot of these venues, if not all of them, they have a curfew, a time period where you have to start and you have to end, or else either you're going to get fined extra or they just going to cut your shit off, okay? Now, you come 3 hours late, you do a couple of songs or so, maybe 3 songs or so, and then once that happened, you walk off the stage and you let your group come on the stage, your new artists or whatever, and they come up there doing whatever they doing, including Lil Twist. I said, damn, Lil Twist, don't nobody give a fuck about you. They probably didn't really give a fuck about you prior, and they damn sure don't give it now. As you stay on growing up hip-hop as long as you can, okay? So they get up there, do whatever it is that they was doing. The crowd wasn't interested because 1, they did not come there for that. 2, they don't know who you are. And 3, what? The song probably wasn't even that good. And because they weren't getting the reception that he thought that they should have gotten, Lil Wayne came out there, cussed the people out and said, fuck it. You know, we Young Money, we appreciate y'all time and all that stuff. You ain't gonna do it. I said, oh my God, we ain't about to be bending over and backwards for these people. Nigga, I came to see you, not your little group that you trying to get up off the ground that you ain't say nothing about, bitch. And you just gonna leave after you was hours late? What the fuck is up with these people, bitch? You act like you don't need the money? Because if you don't need the money, why you out here performing and doing all this shit? If you're gonna treat your fans like this, the ones that put you into the place where you are now. I cannot stand a arrogant, cocky ass motherfucker like that do shit like that and just don't give a damn about the people that put them there. I really don't. Okay, that's some fucked up shit. Like, them people had to get their refund back from Ticketmaster because ain't nowhere in here. Ain't nowhere in here. Anita Baker. Y'all told Anita Baker ass up. Because Babyface, I guess, was on tour with her. He was supposed to be the opening act, and people came to see him and to see Anita Baker. Then all of a sudden, the dude come out there and was like, yo, mind you, they had been there for a while. And at one point, somebody said a woman or somebody had got sick and fainted because, you know, they was waiting for too long. And dude came out there and said, unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, Babyface ain't gonna be able to come out. All right, and it's been a long time or whatever. And Anita came out, did what she had to do, but they did say it really was technical issues and stuff that was going on. Because Babyface wound up posting on Twitter and Instagram saying basically, he apologized, but he's not going to be able to perform because, Anita got to come out there, whatever. And people took that to mean he didn't necessarily blame Anita Baker. He didn't really blame her at all. He just said he wasn't going to be able to come out there. She's going to have to do her show. And he apologizes or whatever. They said it was technical difficulties. Baby, he posted that shit on his Instagram and the people was in there cutting up on Miss Anita Baker. And I'm talking about the celebrities, okay? You had everybody and their mama was just going in. Next thing you know, you had people on Twitter giving their horror stories about Miss Anita Baker. I said, God damn. Come to find out, it really was technical issues. The stuff wasn't working. But yet I think they said also that she came out there and did an encore. Sometimes I just be feeling like if y'all gonna be going through all of this, why do you have to have an opening act? Okay, like, why have an opening act, okay? I just don't know. How do y'all feel about that? And I really want to go to Anita Baker show. And I love the fact that she had a resurgence and people actually love her and respect her and adore her, especially our generation still. And I'm talking about the 30s and up or whatever. And then you still got some 20s and up that love her too. But, I'm just so tired of people from my childhood that I grew up listening to on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings or in the car with my grandparents or in the car with my mom, kind of disappointed me. One of these people also, again, is Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight saw all of the stuff that was being said and decided to post a 5-minute video or so. Did I look at the whole thing? No, because the part of the shit that I looked at, it was bullshit from the start. You get up here trying to say, y'all putting out half-truths or whatever. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. This whole narrative about me neglecting and abandoning my kids is just not real or whatever. Basically, they don't want nothing. The estrangement is mutual. You know what I'm saying? So, saying basically, they don't want nothing to do with me, so therefore I don't want nothing to do with them. And they don't want no relationship, so I don't want no relationship. And tried to basically put everything up on the kids. And you don't understand, Brian, your kids may have been a little spoiled. They have been probably a little bad or whatever. But the way that you coming out and you're talking on them and you're continuously to shade them, you trying to scrub them out of your legacy as if they never existed, because he literally said, yes, I named my newest son Brian McKnight Jr. because I believe he is my true legacy. I said, what? Your true legacy? So you literally trying to control or delete your other kids and start over with stepkids and these kids. And then he talked about the court case, because y'all do know that his daughter had sued him for defamation of character and all this and lying on her for trying to say when she was younger she had a relationship with an older male cousin. And I'm just sitting here like, why would you put that out there like that? And then he keep on trying to say, nobody won the case. The case was dismissed. It was a $1 million lawsuit, and she didn't even take the million. It wound up being $318,000 that she got. But no, and somebody legally who said they seen stuff like this, they said no, he lost it. That's why he had to pay her $318,000. That's what they settled on. It wasn't the full million, but you still have to pay her $318,000. Oh, she didn't ask for an apology. She didn't do this. It was about the money. She knew that you wasn't going to give her an apology, for one, because look at what you did. Something like this would not make me want to come out and to double down on the bullshit. Knowing that my career and my livelihood stands on the people, the public, loving me and still streaming my stuff and still wanting to go out and get new stuff for me. At this point in time, don't nobody want to have anything to do with Brian McKnight. You literally put your foot in your mouth. And I really hope that lady that you with now, she's just as disgusting as you are, because ain't no way in hell, and the kids, and I'm sorry, because the reason why he came on there is because he said that his family is getting attacked, the one that he claimed. And they shouldn't be. Yeah, they should. If they're old enough, they should. Not the little baby, because he ain't got nothing to do with that. Do you know that his other son the actual real Brian McKnight Jr. has a Brian McKnight the third, a son of his own, and the boy can sing, and he sounds just like Brian McKnight, his daddy. And I was just like, that is sad. You got a whole person out here that looks like you, sound like you, got your name, and your so if you have no involvement with them, you have no involvement with their kids, and that sucks. That sucks. That's terrible. Look at this generational trauma that you are fucking starting. Okay, you and you talking about something, your family shouldn't be attacked. I mean, I ain't finna be looking them up and trying to. Why am I getting text messages from fucking Facebook? I barely go on Facebook. I don't care. You. What was I saying? You putting it out there, okay? This whole situation is just messed up. You favoring one over the other instead of just coming out and saying, I hear what y'all saying. I know it looks bad. I've been trying to work on a relationship with my family, and hopefully I can try again. No, you came out and doubled down on it and said, fuck them motherfuckers. My true family is these kids right here and this lady that I just got married to. That's what you said, and that's disgusting. And the reason why I said the shit about your family, the ones that's old enough, because at least the daughter is old enough. She's of age, because you buying her cars, she go to college and all that stuff. Ain't no way in hell, as a woman who sees somebody that is not taking, and you ain't even gotta take care of them because they're grown, but who has no interaction with your kids, and you see the stuff that he's putting out, and you see the way that he's doing it, and you also should realize that regardless, the way that he's talking about them in captions and stuff, this is gonna further the rift. It's not helping anything. And you to stick by that, not realizing, mama, he claiming that you the love of his life. He claiming that your kids are his legacy now and all this stuff or whatever. Don't do shit to trip him up, okay? Don't do shit, and don't let him get tired of you, because then once y'all get divorced, he gonna do the exact same thing that he did to them kids, to your kids, and to you. Just know that. Just know that, because ain't no way in hell I sit back and let some shit like that happen and be with somebody that'd be that disgusting of a person. I really couldn't. That says a lot about you too, mama. Who the fuck is this? Nobody. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Angela White and Tokyo Tony, they done reunited because they judging on Baddies East. Saw the video of them hugging and all that stuff, being extra. Mostly Tokyo Tony being extra, about to just... I just, you want to be positive in certain situations, especially when you think the history of it. But because you think the history of it, it's like, how long is this kumbaya? I'm so happy to have my daughter back. I'm so happy to do this and do that. Tokyo got Angela's name tattooed on her chest now and all that stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, how long this gonna last before she back on the internet bashing her, okay? Getting pissed off at her because she wouldn't give her no money or something. I just want Angela to be careful. You on this new path of enlightenment or whatever you're trying to do, get your life together, and I just want you to be careful with your own mama, because I don't trust that bitch. Summer Walker said, y'all gotta ease up, okay? She said, what the fuck do y'all expect me to do, all right? Because the people was coming at her about how, oh, you can have so much energy and you can be having so much fun on your social media and putting these videos up or whatever. But when your ass get up there and you start singing and shit, you ain't doing shit. You ain't even giving half that energy. But what I'm supposed to do with songs like this, it's slow R&B songs and all this shit. Baby, that's fine. That is fine, okay? But at the end of the day, you know what your type of songs are. People like Erykah Badu will get up there on the stage and she has stage presence, okay? She'll sing a song down. She'll stand at that mic and she'll give you something, okay? Jill Scott, she ain't on there dancing and doing all that stuff. But when you get up there and you see her, baby, she encapsulates you. She gives you that. You just can't help but vibe with it. You can't help but groove with it. Baby, she got that stage presence and she ain't doing that fucking much, okay? Same thing with a Fantasia. But see, Fantasia, she'll just be all over the stage. But she do a little choreography or whatever. Who else is kind of mellow and they still do their shit? Sade will get up there and you will still understand and just be in the moment or whatever and not be bored with it. I ain't never seen a bad performance from them people that I just mentioned, and they just stand there sometimes and they just be emoting in the mic and everything. You, on the other hand, I'm sorry, and I'm finna be real with y'all. I don't get the hype of Summer Walker. I try, and this ain't no hate. She's a fun girl off of the screen. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, I don't get her hype. I really don't. Okay, you know, it's just weird how a person like her was. Somebody said, "How you up here talking about putting this in your body? You're not gonna put this in your body. You're not gonna put that up in your body, but yet you will go get your ass done. You will go get your titties done. You'll go do this to your face and all this shit." And I said, "True, okay, but that's neither here nor there." In the videos that they be posting that I see on Shade Room or whatever, especially like when she be having fun with Meech and all that shit, she's a fun girl. Fine. She's talented, yes, but she's boring as fuck. I don't get it. I don't get the appeal, and maybe it's not meant for me to get, but y'all get it. It's just not meant for me to get. I just don't see it, and I will never fucking see it. I will never get up there and pay money to go to a Summer Walker concert after seeing most of the clips that I've seen of her giving nothing. I will never forget that BET Award. Was it BET Awards or the Soul Train Awards? The last award show that she had performed at that was televised on TV, and she basically just stood there. And I think Ari Lennox was on there with her. Ari Lennox saved that fucking performance, okay? She saved that performance because Summer Walker gave nothing. And I don't get in there and talk about some, well, this is this. I don't give a fuck. I just mention people who don't give all that, and they still make it exciting. They still do something. She stands still. Or she'll walk to this side or that side, and it's like you're scared. And I know at one point she said she had social anxiety. I understand that. But, girl, I would never pay. I would never pay, okay? Hell no. I don't even care if the tickets was $10. I just would never pay. I don't get it. Y'all can have that. Moving on from that. She has no stage presence, and that's just what it is. Moving on from that, Kelly Clarkson. How you on your show when you don't know the shit that's going on behind the scenes? How you don't know that your staff is being, you know, not treated fairly? To the point that you had to put out a post that said, in my 20 years of the entertainment industry, I've always led with my heart and what I believe to be right. I love my team at the Kelly Clarkson show. And to find out that anyone is feeling unheard and disrespected on this show is unacceptable. Baby, they said that the staff is overworked, underpaid, disrespected as fuck, and ignored, bitch, okay? And they said the complaints came from one current co-worker and 10 former employees who spoke to the Rolling Stone magazine. And they was like, I remember going up on the roof of the stage just to cry. Oh my God, what am I doing? Why am I putting myself through this, bitch? Because you need to eat. You ain't got a backup yet. You should have been on Indeed or CareerBuilder.com trying to find a new job, because this ain't it. One thing that I won't do just because I need to get money and I need to pay rent or whatever is just take anything. You not finna just take advantage of the fact that I need this goddamn job and you gonna talk to me any type of way. Oh no, because I'm gonna talk to you any type of way back. That's just how I'm set up. I'm sorry. Employees said that, you know, she fantastic to work with, and they would be shocked if she knew what was going on. Clarkson also said, I have always been and will always continue to be committed to creating and maintaining a safe and healthy environment at the Kelly Clarkson show. Let me just tell you this. It's giving very much Ellen DeGeneres show, because y'all remember when Ellen DeGeneres, that scandal came out about her, it practically was what helped take her show out, okay? After that whole scandal about it being a toxic work environment, including her, it took the show out. I don't care what nobody say. It wasn't COVID. It was the show. It was the mess that was going on behind the scenes, okay? And I've heard a lot of negative stuff about Ellen DeGeneres. They say she one of those people that act friendly and stuff on camera or whatever, but she's really a bitch off the screen. And I said, I can kind of believe it. I really can. But with Kelly Clarkson, I don't know. Maybe because she was going through all of that stuff with her divorce and that fuck of a man that she was with, who was trying to take all that she had. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she kind of turned a blind eye and just really wasn't paying attention to stuff or whatever. But that's still no excuse, because you need to keep up on top of things. Especially after what happened with Ellen. You would think that you would just do a training or something, or come together and see how everybody is doing or whatever. But, you know, let this be a lesson learned, okay? Y'all gotta be careful. Y'all gotta be careful of the shit that y'all do, okay? Baby, y'all heard about this shit with Prince Harry and Meghan? Girl, they was out here in New York, and they got into a almost, they said, near catastrophic pursuit by the paparazzi. And all I'm thinking is, this gotta be somebody from the royal family. The way they treated Harry when he went to that coronation, baby, he couldn't even sit in front. They had him sitting in the fourth row. And then you do this. And then it's a car chase with the paparazzi, quote unquote. It's very reminiscent of Princess Diana. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel like the royal family has something to do with that too. But you know, there's that. My whole thing is, I don't understand why we still got these antiquated ass systems going on. I just don't understand it. I'm about to go watch that Britney Spears documentary. Speaking of, I'm about to watch this Britney Spears documentary on Hulu. What is it called? The Price of Fame. Baby, they up here trying to say Britney is on caffeine. She addicted to caffeine. That is some trouble going on in her marriage. It's some mess that's going on. The kids ain't seen her in a year or so. The kids want to move down there with the daddy. And I'm talking about Kevin Federline. It's just weird. It's just weird. Now, let's be honest. Do I feel like she needed to be under conservatorship? If she needed to be under conservatorship, they should have did it the right way. Where they just watched her, observed her money, and you make sure that her money was good or whatever. But they didn't do that. They kept that lady doped up, and I feel like whatever issues that she had going on mentally, they made it worse by the way that they treated her. Okay, and the stuff that they probably was giving her to keep her locked in. And now that she's trying to get back out and find herself or whatever, she's spiraling. I don't know if it's spiraling. I don't know what it is, but something is going on. Do I feel like she needs to be under conservatorship again? No, I don't. But do I think she still needs some psychiatric help if she's not getting it? Yes, I do. And do I feel like it's some mental stuff going on? Of course it is. And I feel as though they need to up the dosage. Okay? That's all I can feel. Because I'm tired of seeing Britney pop up on my goddamn feed, and she in them bikini bottoms, okay? Or them extra short dress, skirts or shorts, booty shorts, and she ain't got no ass. And they riding down her hips, not up her hips, but down her hips. Because listen, Britney, I don't want to see your public ass, okay? I don't want to see the top of your muffin top. Okay, I really don't. Girl, she be sitting there like this and she be happy. I said, girl, you pull it down anymore, you gonna just take the drawers off, okay? Like, I'm here for her having fun or whatever, but sometimes it just be looking a little weird, okay? And it's just like, girl, what beat are you singing, or I should say you twirling to? Because the song and your dancing don't match. I like Britney though, so there's that. I really hope she get the help she needs. I really hope her husband is not over there taking advantage of the situation, because this would be fucked up to go from one fucker to another, you know what I'm saying? And at this point in time, you can't help but look at stuff and be like, maybe that is what's going on, because it is Britney Spears. You know, the paparazzi also played a part in her downfall as well, because y'all, the paparazzi, these fucking tabloid magazines, Perez fucking Hilton, you know. Oh, they did her so wrong back in the day, and I felt so bad for her. That's why I can never just say fuck Britney Spears. I would never say that, because, you know, she's iconic, and a lot of the shit that happened to her didn't need to happen. If people really cared about her, they would have saw that she was screaming out for help, and instead of doing that, they just locked her up. They just locked her up and tried to control her and used her and played her money. Like, bitch, I need help, and you still out here trying to make money off of me. Girl, get the fuck out of here. But anyway, you guys, I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you enjoy everything. Bitch, is it gonna be warm? Because yesterday it was warm as shit, right? It was warm as shit outside, right? Come back. I went to go get my medicine. You know, I had to go get my iron pill. I come out the store and it felt like it had dropped a good 20 degrees. I said, excuse me? Now, baby, it was damn near 80 degrees yesterday. Now, how did it drop this low? It was cold as hell by the time I got out of work. Because I went on my time if I was working. I said, what the fuck? And then went to work today because I thought it was supposed to get at least 60 degrees. I don't even think it reached 60 today. Girl, I was cold as hell away from my car. It's 48 degrees now. Oh, it's supposed to be a little bit warm. Oh, we having some good weather after today. Okay, yeah, we gonna have some fun. We gonna fuck up the night. Whatever. What the fuck ever. Anyway, y'all see it. I am so tired, okay? Mother Nature is kicking my ass and it ain't even on full blast, bitch. It's just draining me. Women, y'all know. That bitch said, girl, we finna zap all of the fucking energy that you have. Girl, I had to put on a front to put this video up, and I feel like I did damn good, bitch. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I be tired as hell when I come on the camera, and I be like, damn, I gotta do a review for y'all. Oh, my goodness. And then when I do it, bitch, all the energy come through. So I be like, yeah, y'all don't know until I tell y'all. But anyway, I hope y'all had a good time, and I will see y'all later. Be safe, hoes, okay? Be safe, and strap it up, all right? Strap it up and strap it up and strap it up. Put a cap on that bitch, okay? See y'all later. Peace.